Alright, hello everyone. Here we are back for another tutorial. It's Glenmonarch Estate, hole 1, par 4. Ooh, big tailwind. So that brings up an interesting question as to how to go about playing this. You could try to land this up in that neck and really get this down there. What I'm going to try to do, I forget the spin. I'm not going to be able to test it, unfortunately, but I do believe it's maybe about this. Towards the left. Yeah, this seems right. I usually use about 5. I'm going to use about 3 topspin. I'm also going to play, pretty close to about 1 per ring. So in this situation, maybe about half power, a little bit of curl, kind of like this. Very minimal curl, just enough to hopefully bend this corner. And I try to land very close to the corner. It looks like I did. Let's see if I can get it up here. That's actually pretty good. So this is going to get you very close to min distance here, and it's going to give you a very good percentage chance. Now, if you want to see what I was basically doing, I was using about 30%. I forget what the wind was, maybe 10 or 11, and using about 1 per ring. So about plus 30%. Keep in mind, it's less about elevation. It was more being a straight tailwind. It's going to overplay. It's not going to play very linear in these situations because there's that extra launch, that all that extra time in the air going way beyond that target, it causes more wind effect. So it's not going to be a very linear stacked wind. So you can see it's very flat. It almost plays, maybe plus 10%, a little bit downhill, but I'm adding on about 20% extra in this situation. Now, what I'm going to do for this second shot, here's Thorn. I usually play this at about minus 10% elevation. And here is 12.4 minus 10. Or as I mentioned, we're going to be very close to min distance. And as easy and straightforward this should be, it should give me a very good realistic chance. Here you can see maybe about 3.6 or so. And if I hit my perfect ball, that's probably going to be good enough to make this, a very high percentage chance of time. So, just try to focus here. I got my perfect ball. Let's see how this rolls out. Oh, it checked up. Oh, I can't believe it. So you can see that I had the ball guide rolling out and then it didn't roll out. So a little bit bad break. I should have played it a little bit tighter. Otherwise, I would have had that. But I'm not necessarily disappointed in that as long as my opponent doesn't also make it. I'd kind of rather get to the shootout and get done this as fast as possible. Right now, I'm about halfway done. If you guys have been paying attention, I'm about 20 holes or so in. There's how many total? 30? No, 27. There's 27 total. So, I haven't played all of them once. I've played a couple twice, but they were shootouts. So in terms of total holes, I'm probably about 15, maybe 17. Ooh, and there you can see I almost did get holed out on. And as I mentioned, that's the only way that I would have really, I would have liked to have played this shootout to try to, get one of the new holes so I can get done this a little bit quicker. But you can see with what I was doing was pretty solid. The only thing I didn't do is, since it had kind of that glitchy rollout where you could see that it was kind of rolling along the green and then it didn't take that glitchy rollout, I should have played that third hop much tighter to the hole. So if you want to kind of learn from my mistake, don't trust that ball guide into a headwind. It'll probably roll out for you on a tailwind, but into a headwind, it's probably going to bounce much closer to the third bounce, and I should have put that third bounce right in front of the hole. So let me split these up, and I'll catch you guys on the shootout.